Hi everyone. I want to talk a little bit about chronic fatigue and exercise, because I find this is a really tricky area. I mean, our bodies are designed to move. We feel good when we exercise, when we move. Certain hormones are released. And generally, it is our natural inclination to move. It's our natural state. This body is not really designed to just sit or lie or be still. But when it comes to chronic fatigue, that is a really tricky area, or burnout, or any kind of exhaustion. It's really tricky because we're continuously dealing with the fear of overdoing it, fear of doing too much, fear of burning out even more. And on the flip side, there's the fear of not doing any exercise, of that being a reason why we're not getting better, of that being the reason why we don't have any energy. So we push ourselves, and then we get fatigued because we push ourselves too hard. So how can we approach this in a way that's... My neighbor just arrived. I hear the bike. So how can we approach this in a way that is beneficial and that contributes to our healing? And I think the idea of having to exercise every day for a certain amount of time, having to do it in the morning, all of these things, they're all very cliche, much like all the diets that are out there. You have to eat this to be healthy. You can't eat that, that's unhealthy. It's all just nonsense. I mean, who came up with that? With the idea that one shoe fits all. The way your body needs exercise is completely individual to you and your experience. You may be someone who needs and can take a lot of exercise. You may be someone who needs a little bit of a gentler approach. You may be someone who just hasn't found the right way of exercising, because what we do is we try and stick to a routine and we try and improve that routine, but what we never ever do is touch into our bodies, touch base with ourselves, and actually let the body tell us how it feels and what it wants to do, because it already knows. It already knows how much exercise it needs, when and what kind. It already knows. We have just forgotten to check in and to see, because we're so conditioned to follow all of these other ideas, all of these other systems and beliefs and concepts. But they may not be right for us. So can we just trust our body? Can we trust our body to just know what it needs? And can we be free enough to just follow that day by day? Even if that means not working out at all for a whole week. What is the driver for you to exercise frequently? And what is the driver for you to not? You know, what is your relationship to exercise? And how have you been conditioned as a child or as a young adult? What's your relationship to your body and your exercise? And what energy type are you? These all play into the way we use our body in a healthy way, and most of the time we abuse it. We don't know where to stop or when to stop. We don't know when enough is enough. But we can learn this. We can learn to tune into our bodies and to let us be guided by it rather than guiding it into a certain type of exercise, a certain amount of exercise. And we can do it in a safe way that feels right for us. So what if you're only going for a run for 5 or 10 minutes? You've done it. What is your own judgment around this? What is your judgment, or what do you get from working out for over an hour all the time? What is in it for you? You know, just question your drivers. Question yourself. Why you're pushing yourself, or why you're limiting yourself. This body, your body, wants to move. It needs to move. But it needs to move in a way that is correct for you. See if you can tune into that. See if you can really feel in the morning what would be nice. Is it a walk? Or would you call a walk not exercise? Is that not enough? Because honestly, some people really benefit from walking rather than running. Some people benefit more from lifting weights, or more muscle building, grounding exercises rather than cardio. And it depends so much on your own unique constitution. What works for you doesn't work for everybody else. And what works for everybody else may not work for you. Check in with yourself. Ask your body, not your mind. Sending you lots of love.